Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Now, everybody knows, y'all, about Meagan Good. You know, they said, Meagan was head over heels, honey, for her man, Mr. Jonathan Majors, since they first met, at that Ebony Power 100 Gala back in 2022. Well, now they're saying that, which is interesting. They survived, y'all. They survived the trials and the tribulation and even tied the knot in a hush-hush backyard ceremony last March. But the tea is coming out, y'all, honey. They say this is coming from Miss Megan's mouth, y'all. They got fans, y'all, wondering if she lost her everlasting mind over this man. And I'm starting to question that. Now, they're doing a sit-down, y'all, the other day on the Picture This podcast. Ooh, get it out. They say, now, Megan, y'all, they say she dropped a bombshell, y'all, that's had animal lovers all over the world, baby, ready to riot. Now, it's turning out, y'all, to make room for Jonathan's lifestyle. Listen to this. To make room for his lifestyle, they're saying, honey, Megan had to give up her beloved cat, Bam Bam, y'all, to accommodate this man. And people are living. Now, they say Megan previously introduced the world, y'all, to Bam Bam.
Bam Bam?
No, she married Jonathan Major, but she has a cat. She had a cat named Bam Bam, and she loved Bam Bam, honey.
Oh, you're talking about a cat?
Yeah, a cat, Bam Bam. They say, and it's a very rare pricey Bambino, y'all. That's a Sphinx mix, y'all, with a Munchkin. For those people that know about that cat. Now, they say, honey, when he was just a kid, y'all, they say she used to post him all over the gram like, honey, he was her firstborn. But when Jonathan, they say when the question was asked, they, thought about how would Jonathan live with that cat, and honey, she revealed, y'all, that she had to kick him to the curb.
Well, that is ridiculous.
Is he allergic? Probably allergic. He's probably allergic.
Well, if he's allergic, then honey, he needs to go somewhere else. I'm not getting rid of my damn cat for you.
What? You got a cat, Gary?
Gary, you don't care. First off. You care
No,
nothing
sir.
about a pet.
And not for no man, honey. No, and honey,
who you gonna get up for?
A woman?
I'm not giving up with my damn cat.
You said not for no man.
Yeah, but
nobody want that cat.
Oh man. Anyway, y'all, let's keep.
That's a sour puss.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Y'all had too much coffee. Go ahead.
Yeah, too much. But anyway, y'all, let's pray, y'all.
You shouldn't even do no story about nobody's cat. Just go ahead.
I
we
feel
too
so
immature.
bad. Y'all sure are, honey. Poor Megan, honey. But, honey, Johnson ain't going to be around that doggone long, honey. And she done gave up her.
Yes, he is.
Well, anyway, honey.
She been gave him her cat. Go ahead.
Other woman did too, and that's why he in the situation he in now with her.
Oh,
but anyway, we're going to keep him lifted up in prayer. And hopefully Bam Bam come back, honey, and have a place to live and stuff like that.
Bam
honey.
Bam is fine. I'm sure he's with a great family. I'm sure she didn't throw him out. Like,
well, honey,
come on, Gary.
honey,
that's all right. I'm sure he was allergic. He was probably allergic, Gary. He wouldn't ask her to get rid of
he should have been allergic to that white woman that threw him out that got him in the situation that he in.
That has nothing to do with the cat. Come on, Gary.
And a lot of people don't like, those animals are weird. They are
Cats
super
are
weird.
not weird.
They are super weird.
Cats clean themselves up. That's
that-
what I like about a cat, honey. You ain't got to worry about picking up behind it like you do a dog.
Yeah, that has ruined a lot of relationships.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
cats are the best.
And they come over you and they when they crawl around your leg and hump their back. Man, I can't mess with it, dog. I've been around.
Yeah. Yeah, my cousin had one. My mom said that cat was all on her leg and stuff. So she was like, oh, Lord. But yeah. But anyway, Bam Bam probably was different. All right, moving on. In other celebrity news. Ooh, I'm just getting tired tongue today. In other celebrity news, y'all. Tongue-tied. Jennifer Lopez, y'all, has reportedly become, honey, the sole owner of that Beverly Hills mansion that she once shared with Ben Affleck. Now, according to TMZ, they're saying that the former couple quietly updated their divorce agreement to transfer Affleck's share of the property to Ms. Lopez. Now, according to the outlet, the actor did not receive any money in exchange for giving up his portion of the estate. Now, the home was purchased back in 2023, and it was just a little bit over $60 million, and it became one of the biggest symbols of Affleck and Lopez's rekindled romance. Now, the massive property features, it only has, 12 bedrooms, 24 bathrooms, and luxury amenities, including, y'all, a basketball court. And people are talking about it, honey. They're saying, how could he do that? But, honey, how could Ms. Lopez do that? But they say the pair brought to the state less than a year after they were married back in 2022. And they're saying by the summer, honey, in 2024, signs of trouble had emerged out when the mansion was listed for sale, honey. So, Now, since then, they said Ben, honey, has settled into a new home in Pacific Palisades, where he lives closer to his children, and he shares with his ex-wife, Miss Jennifer Gardner. Now, Lopez is now reportedly, y'all, only y'all attached to that Beverly Hills property, honey. I don't know if I could have gave him my house just like that, honey. I mean, my God, his kids could have had another place to stay. Huh?
What you mean?
He gave up the house was only $60 million, and he just gave Jennifer Lopez the house because that's what they was fighting over initially, and he just walked away from it, according to the story, and just gave it to Miss Lopez and stuff. And I would have gave her nothing. She would have to buy me out of it, honey. You don't just give away your $30 million if the mansion was worth $60 million. So, but anyway, congratulations, honey. Only, honey, in certain lands, honey, because Leroy would have never did it. He would have burned it down, honey, before he would have gave it away. But that's just my opinion. All right, y'all know what time it is.
Sha-la-la.
Yeah.
Sha-la-la-la-la.
Come on with it.
Yes, honey. The color today is one of my favorite spring colors. My color today, y'all, is Vegas. On the high end, you say Vegas, and on the low end, you say beautiful gold. That's your color.
That's a beautiful color. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.